What is going on, Colts Nation? He is Jamal, and I am Eric, your co-host of the Colts Cast.
What up?
The first defensive player taken off the board in the 2024 NFL Draft, Laiatu Latu. He made his presence known last week, right? In Week 3 against the Chicago Bears, our guy had a game-changing play with a strip sack on Caleb Williams that overwhelmingly helped us secure the victory. I mean, it was game altering play right in Lucas Oil Stadium. That's how you do it, man. And I quote, he said, "They drafted me for this moment," end quote. Nah, man, the Colts drafted you for moments, plural.
Yeah.
We need
Let's
that
be clear.
No, but shout out to Latu. I just think with all the injuries stacking up on this defensive line, Latu is making the most out of his opportunities. Our question we'd like to ask everyone is, what has Laiatu Latu exceeded expectations so far? Jamal, what's the verdict?
The verdict is to hit that like and subscribe button. Let us know you're here. Drop a comment below. Let us know how you feel. If you think he's hit it, hit that like button. If you don't think he's hit it or he's exceeding expectations, hit that like button. Let us know below. No matter what, hit the like button. Let us know how you feel. Eric, I'm going to let you take this one from the top. I want to get your opinion. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Oh, man.
Yeah, let me hear. I'm curious to know about this one.
It's hard to say, man. Yeah. So per next gen stats, Latu has generated 10 quarterback pressures through the first 3 weeks of the season. Mm-hmm. That's third among all rookies. So he's only behind Jared Verse and Brandon Fisk. But if you take into account that Latu has played less snaps than these guys, he's number one on a rookie pressure percent basis. So I would say technically he's number one in that account. So
you're gonna go that far already? I mean, we got Well, I think because I looked that up too. I was curious to know if we're gonna talk about that because I know it's a smaller sample size using less on there. So I see what you're saying, but
what do you mean? It's a percentage of the snaps he's played and the pressures he's generated, and he's number one in that account if you look at it at that angle.
At that angle, yeah, I agree. Because I think Verse has like 140 something snaps versus Latu's had like 98 or something weird like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. No, I mean, I'm not arguing that number. I think the 18.2 is phenomenal. I mean that the number speaks for itself, and of course, 10 pressures are great. But I'll be curious to see how this is going to continue on as time goes on.
Oh, we're just talking about right now. I mean,
I know.
I can't predict the future, but
I know.
I mean that. I would say, did we get the best pass rusher in the class? It seems like it so far. The man has been, as advertised so far, a true pass rushing threat. Hindsight makes this draft pick a little better too, because all the plethora of injuries we've had on this D line, specifically the edge. I mean, Kwity Paye's out potentially. Sansi Bacom went out. I mean, we can throw into Forrest Buckner as well. We lost him, but. You would have asked me 4 or 5 months ago, I would have told y'all to take Quinyon Mitchell. But look where we are now. Like, I mean, who since like Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis has had that real?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Who's that?
Dwight. That's from that.
Hey.
You getting that Hall of Fame right there. Yeah.
Class of 2024. Shout out Dwight Freeney.
Shout out.
Who since them has had like the real potential to be like a top 5 edge rusher, top 10 pass rusher? I mean, and I said edge rusher. I didn't mean pass rusher because I don't want to put any disrespect on DeForest Buckner. I have his jersey, so edge rusher, not just pass rusher. So I mean, who like on the Colts? Can you think of somebody since then?
Yeah, no. I don't think there's going to be for a while.
So like Latu, man, I don't know. Like his NFL comparison coming into the draft, TJ Watt. Like, we about to get the next TJ Watt? I don't know. That's yet to be seen, but because that's a really high bar to reach. But his private defensive line coach, Eddie McGilvera, seems to think his comparison is TJ Watt just by the way he moves, the way his first step, things like that, how he progresses down. But he's also made a prediction that Latu is going to have a 20-plus sack season in the future. I love that. I
Oh,
mean,
I thought he was gonna say this shit. I was gonna say, all right, let's not get ahead of
whoa,
ourselves.
what was he about to say? Oh, this season?
Yeah, I thought that's what you were gonna say. I was gonna say, all right, this conversation done.
Would have to be on a ridiculous pace, like at least 2 sacks per game. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really tough to do. I guess it's not impossible if he just started like, let's say if he had a 4-sack game against Justin Fields on Sunday, like, I don't know. Then we're talking like, okay, he's at 5 already. But, yeah, I would say if gun to my head, I I would say he has definitely met expectations. Um, I don't wanna say he has, and I don't wanna say he hasn't exceeded.
Mhm.
So I guess I would just die if that gun was in my head theoretically. I I I would say he has. I'm just
He
gonna
has
say,
exceeded.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say no, he hasn't exceeded. I think he's met expectations. And I agree with everything you
He's
said. I
healthy.
mean, he's healthy. That's healthy. Yes.
That
Of
that was the one thing that was
yeah,
holding him back
yeah.
from being a top 10 pick. So and we get him at
That,
15.
that we're
And
aware of. That we're aware of.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
That's what they said. That's what everyone said. Yes, but I think it was a very stacked, offensive draft. Obviously, so I think that's another reason why too. So, but I mean, going back, like you said, hindsight's always 2020. Of course, no one expected Samson Ibukam to go down. So I'm glad to see Latu's out here and he's getting a chance and he's doing his thing because I was definitely nervous, with the pick going in. No, not even so much about his injury. That he had been cleared, but I was just nervous because I thought that there were other needs, and I still think there are other needs on the team as well. Um, and I guess because what I'm thinking of too, Eric, when I think about what Latu has done for the pass rush game, I am liking it. I mean, he's tied right now with what 10 rookies I think for a 1 sack. There's only one other rookie who has 2 sacks. I believe that's Dondre Tillman, yeah, he has 2 sacks. Everybody else, all of the rooks have 1 sack or half or whatever, the top 15 or whatever. So I mean, I think he's on par for what we expected for him. I think he's doing exactly what we needed him to
Mhm.
do. Um,
I won't argue with that. I
yeah,
mean,
because I haven't. I mean, because really, realistically speaking, like let's. I think if we could take away the strip sack from last week, obviously I know this is only sack.
take
Are
away
we
the most impactful
See,
play
but
he's
that's the point.
had.
So I agree. But now, are you saying that because he made one impactful play, he's exceeding expectations?
I think his pressure rate, that's really an underrated stat that I feel like because a lot of people will look at sacks, like, does your team generate sacks? I mean, that
Sure,
is one part of it, but can your team generate quarterback
pressure,
pressure
right?
to disrupt the quarterback, and how he's trying to move that offense? So
For sure.
I yeah, I what was your question?
Oh, I no, I just said if he doesn't have the strip sack, are we
Oh,
still saying that he's exceeding expectations?
if he's still getting that pressure rate, if his pressure rate was still the same without the
Mhm.
strip sack, oh yeah, I would
Okay,
say
I
so.
respect
I
that. I
mean,
respect that.
he's right up there. He's number one in the rookies on a per snap basis. We drafted him as a pass rushing
As a
threat.
pass rusher, yeah,
Yeah, if he can get
yeah,
that thing above 20%, you're telling me 20% of snaps, he's getting at the quarterback. I mean, come on,
yeah.
bro.
No, I'll take
And
that all day. I
this man,
love that.
this man, bruh, this man was told he would never play football again. He exceeded expectations.
I mean, that was by one doctor. The other doctors
But
cleared him. That's I
no,
mean, I don't know.
put that troll gauge right in my head. He exceeded
That's
expectations.
fine. So he's gonna ride that way right now. I'm gonna stick to my guns though. Put the gun to my head. I'm gonna say right now he's meeting expectations. I don't think he's exceeding. I think that of course, there's a lot for him to learn, a lot for him to get better. And I think that a 20 sack season. I mean, when we look at the names of people who had 20 sack seasons, we're talking about Lawrence Taylor, T.J. Watt, J.J. Watt. All these are some crazy names. Reggie White, Chris Dolman. All these people. Those are some crazy high name, crazy heavy names that hold that weight too.
Yeah,
So do I think he has
he I
the
ain't say
ability,
he
the
getting that
future?
this season.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'll be curious to know. I'll be curious to know. But I'm glad of what he's doing right now. I hope that even with him having that pass presence too, he can also work on some. I know he's a pass rusher, but I also hope he can still capitalize for us on some of that run pressure or run rate because I don't want to get into a Yannick Ngakoue situation. And I'm not saying he
Mm,
is Yannick, but we're thinking about Yannick who had 9.5 sacks for us his last season, but that was kind of irrelevant because he had like a 25-30% run stop rate, so that meant like nothing those are all kind of like silent sacks. So I hope that it doesn't turn into something like that, but I definitely think he's meeting expectations for what we have going on right now.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, I just think the defense looked great as a whole last week. I
Oh, for
mean,
sure.
shoot, Jalen Jones even got AFC Defensive Player of the
Mhm.
Week. Like,
He did his thing.
who would you have ever? I mean, would you even put a bet on that a Colts cornerback would get Defensive Player of the Week in the AFC? I don't know. That not me. I would not
Yeah,
put my money there. But
yeah.
I think Latu, like he can carry this momentum straight into this matchup with the Steelers. He's got his NFL comp right there, sitting on the other side of him. Fields is taking a few sacks every game. I think he's like on par for about 2 a game. So
Mhm,
I mean, this is a perfect game for Latu to kind of capitalize on. I was looking at their offensive line, the Steelers. It's okay. Like
mhm.
Broderick Jones is the right tackle. Maybe Latu lines up there. Um, Project Jones did pancake Joey Bosa last week. I did see that. So, but that don't mean nothing to me. That's only one play, right? Line Latu up against him. Let's see if he's gonna pancake Latu.
That'd have been Quentin pancaking. We'd have had a reel up right now. But no, I agree. I agree, man. Latu can
Yeah.
definitely do his thing, man. He's gonna have some work cut out for him, but it could be. I hope he rides the high. I hope he rides the momentum wave and keeps it going for us because he can get that second, third sack. I mean, then the door's open for him. He's gonna continue to build confidence because I think he's already a confident player. I really do believe he is. But once he gets to feel for more and more and understands, like he talked about, getting his arm underneath, and once he knows his arm underneath, he can break through. That's kind of stuff, that mental work that he knows he's getting to where he needs to be. He can elevate for sure.
Yeah, like it sounds like he's already ahead of the curve. That's what it really sounds like. So that man, yeah, I don't know. He might have a 15 plus sacks this season.
You're talking silly. You're talking silly right now. Like, come on, man. You're talking silly.
Uh, he on pace for it, right? Nah, not really.
No. He has one over 3 games. No. Not on
Oh
pace for 15.
man,
Unless we get
boy,
to the Super Bowl, then I guess you can then you say we're on pace because they'll have the time.
I'll give me a Latu jersey since you hate on him.
I'm
I'll
not
give
hating
me a
on him. I'm
lot.
just saying. Yeah, some of these things I'm hearing right now, we are
You,
jumping the
you,
gun.
I got to make you the bad guy, bro.
I know, and that's what y'all like to do, man. That's what you like to do. It's all good. I love the heat, man. I love it.
Hey, we love it. Hey, so one for Latu exceeding, one for meeting. Hey, Colts Nation, let us know what you think in the comments if you're on YouTube. Also, if you're on Spotify, you can comment below as well. We've got some comments on there too. Love to see it. Love to see the fans. Love to hear that this is some of y'all's favorite podcasts. Like
Yeah,
that's really heartfelt over here.
for
There's a
sure.
bunch of other good Colts podcasts and content creators out there. There's a bunch of other bad ones too. But look, we're glad that we're your first listen in the Colts network. So thank you. We appreciate that. Jamal, you got anything else?
That's it. Like Eric said, appreciate the love, y'all. Keep it coming. We can keep getting this content for you.
Yep. That's going to be it for us, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Colts cast. We're live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. And we'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. I'll take care.
Take it easy.